not normal diesel. Quite a few of them wee beetles lying dead here. So what do beetles die of? Why would they die here? Oh, the sun's coming out. Walking up Hall, sunshine. Black tarmac. There's a bee. No, he's got under the flower. He's got under the flower. There we go. Aye. I'm going to try the slow-mo and all sometime. I'm not doing it now. I'm not. Just getting to know this camera. I should do good slow-mo. To go off. Not slower than the old one. I don't want to waste my time now if the computer can't do it, can't process it. I said, Bill, you could get in the water, you might cut you off. That's how it might be sold, you think? One of these places you hear water everywhere but can't get near it. I get losing water, right? Luna, where are you going? No rock climbing. You go where diesel? She finds something eating now, is she? Now you're looking dodgy. She's up to something. Come on, honey, come on, you're up to something. Come on, Luna. Not eating grass, am I, Kat? Wild animals up and down that hole. There's not many bees and things about. I'll just hold on to you. Because people get scared of you. I don't. Oh boy, he's got the proper hat and all. Oh, there's been a bit of flooding here, look at all the stones washed down. There's not one of them drains there, you know. And look, that's the same, look how deep it goes down, that's not as bad. If the wind fell down now, you could reach them. But I mightn't be able to climb out, you know. There's been some water here, hasn't there, to bring all that down. Makes you wonder where all the stones are from. I don't see no stones washed in from the sides. Like that wee stream there, where stones are washed down there, would it? I don't know, would they? Maybe they have. Washed down from the hill above. There's the water tank thing there. Doesn't look like it's used now. Service valve. That must be like the big dam. Nothing to see, it's overgrown. Service valve 0.350. No, nothing to see here, boys. Nothing to see here, boys and girls. Got an ancient hardware. Oh, come on out. That's near higher than me, that plant there. That is higher than me, that plant. It's not finished yet. It's only starting off. Ah, it's way deep. Can I get near the water pit? That's about dodge them rocks, isn't it? You can see where they've been broke away, but some of them look like they've been broke away recently. See all the green stuff and the older ones, but that looks pretty fresh. They must have been crumbling a wee bit and they've come along and knocked a bit off. That means it's right not overhanging, isn't it? I can see it cracking all up there. There's a wee crack up there. That big chunk comes off. But suppose if you keep chuzzing that, it just keeps breaking back and back and back. You end up having to take away a whole mountain. Some big cracks in that too, isn't it? I want to know what you say here for rock falls. I wonder we're halfway there yet. There's got to be markers, you know. You know when you get these walking trails, every 100 yards of a wee marker. You think they even have a wee marker. 2 miles to go, 1 mile to go. There's a lot more big rocks coming off somewhere. I'll tell you what, Luna's not running too far ahead now, is she? A wee bit of one now. That gives a wee bit of excitement. You better drink out of that, boys and girls. You want to try? Ah, Luna wants to climb it. Oh, but a fence up here, must be a cattle grid. Pedestrians one side. The only thing with a cattle grid is when you've got animals under this. I'm in the sheep country now. It's hardly impossible to walk into and lead over a mile. See all the water gushing off there, like. There's some water gushing off there. All gates is wide open, so there's no animals in here and out the moment. But the fence looks pretty recent, doesn't it? The spring and all still shining. It's not going to be good for that spring, that gateway's open. It's not non-stop taking. How do I close this gate? That's going to destroy the spring. Maybe it's already destroyed. I wonder how often the water board have to come up. There's a wee stream down where I live, and never no bother with. Oh, it's been there since the last Bronze Age, Ice Age. Oh, the wee stream's been flowing, never caused no trouble. And then the local cricket club decided, do you know what, we're going to pipe it. And get a couple of, stop our bogging into the water, like, get a wee bit of extra land for free. And they piped it, and after they piped it, the village began to flood. All the crap, all the leaves. The stream is not very long till it gets there. So when you get heavy rainwater, the water just pours off the trees into the stream, washes down all the leaves and branches and clogs up the grill. And the houses next to it, they flooded a couple of times. 4 times they improved that grill. Now it's a big massive thing. Oh, it'll take 40 days, 40 nights of rain. She might still survive that, But the crap still gets washed down, and even stones get washed down. And the river agency would always come out every now and again. I'd pass them in the morning, walking Luna, walking Willow, and they sat in a wee van doing nothing. They took a wee peek over the wall. That's right. In the olden days, the wee screen, I always needed cleaned. But once I put the big one on, didn't need cleaned as often. And they come to peek over the wall, look at it, and sit in the van and do nothing. They were getting paid for that. And they get a company pension and everything. But 1 or 2 years ago they installed a wee camera. It's not a video camera, it's a street light pole. It's got a wee metal box with cameras inside and a solar panel. And I reckon the boy in control centre, he'll get up his PC and he'll click on that local stream. Probably all numbered. Click on number 26. It looks grand. 27, but blocked up. And then he sends the boys out to number 27 to clear it. So when they go out, they have a bit of work to do. No more sitting about in a van now. I'm going to be sent out now when there's crap to remove. They mightn't like it. I wonder, is this dam the same idea? Maybe one time you're a wee man up here. Just keep an eye, just a wee stick might block something, you don't know. And he's still up here smoking all day. And no want to that, no mobile phones, nothing about this. But back in them days, I'd go home and tell the wife, oh, you had a hard day's work. I'm sitting on a wee chair, hard raising 20 wings. I expect this dinner to be made. But I wonder if there's anybody up here now working, or they've got a wee camera up here too. Wee sense, it's all computerised now, like. Something blocks something up. Wee sensor tells them. Then they send the boy out in his own, the wee van. Maybe 2 of them, health and safety. They don't want to go out, they get lonely. So they had to send out 2 of them in a wee van. One will drive and one will use a wreck. Maybe a wee spade and keep this thing running. Now, we're getting out of the trees now, we're up at the top. We're getting near the top of this mountain, the sheep now. So that's the main, like, you're up in sunshine, what do you wear to come to somewhere like this? Yeah. At the very bottom, when I was in Banagher old church, I finally put an extra coat on. Not too warm here. But you see, you walk up and down a hill like that. Now we're exposed now, we're in the sunshine. But between a wee bit of rain, you don't know what you're going to get exposed to. There's a bunch of shit lying here. And there's a sheep running around here. There shouldn't be sheep running around here. Luna, I hope you're not eating that shit, like. There's sheep lying all there. But don't know what this is like with sheep. We're going by the speed that he goes after Luna. Luna, I hope you're not eating that shit! Luna! Luna, drop! 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 You're not eating shit! And what is that the next thing now? He's going to start eating shit now, like. Them farmers should be fine, you know. Poison my dog with sheep shit. Had to pick hers up, like. Honestly, once that carriage will go on the lead. As he sniffed that but didn't touch it. I can't 100% confirm it with shit yet, but I see shit, I see her eating. Put two and two together. We has to be planning out to read now, pet. Look out for shit all over the place. The oakwood of the sheltered slopes has merged through the transition of scrubby, woodland and abandoned homesteads, and you are now above the tree line. I can see that, like. And an area of heather moorland traditionally used for cutting turf and grazing sheep. High rainfall occurs here in the moorlands and flows into the small streams leading to the Suffolk Reservoir. From this vantage point you can see the Oak Line Valley you have ascended stretched out in front of you. Conifer plantations, old stone walls and the reservoir. Do we need to be told what we're looking at? There's nothing really information there. The water treatment plant at Hill can also be seen off to the left. Yes, that's important. Do you ever see a water plant off to the left? No, don't. See power cables. The commercial conifer plantation can survive on the poor soil and are felled regularly for timber production. This is the mine that's saying there, you know. There's a wee bit of money used up at the end of the financial year there, doubt. I'll stick this one up. You know the thing, you got a box of Christmas cards. You pick out the Santa and the snow. Don't you eat it there? And then you always end up with a few out ones, you know, like, what, you don't want to throw them in the bin, like, but you know the crap, like. They must have the same. They must be sitting down with a whole pile of wee cards, ideas and signs. There's someone telling you about a 6,000-year-old Stone Age structure. Oh, brilliant sign. And then they got those ones like that. And come as a set, like, probably order 100 signs at a go, get a wee discount. So they got 60 real good signs, like, and then they got 20, and then you've got a few, shove them in too. I get them cheap. That must be one of them cheap ones there. It's not very informative. I say a wee pole to tell you 1 mile to go would be handy. Just stick a pole, a white pole every mile. See them wee markers you get at motorways to the nearest telephone box? One of them there along there would be handy, wouldn't it? So you know how roughly how far you've walked. I'll put you on the lead here, pet. You don't need it, pet, but you know folks like. A lot of sheep in that far side. You're a very good boy today, Diesel. Now, he'll walk easily. See now I'm on a lead. He'll pull the arm with me. He will pull the arm with me. He doesn't want to be on a lead. There's another wee structure of some kind there. See, one time they built that because that was needed. You wonder why they don't need it now. What has changed? He's got its ears now. How you doing? What I put you on, pet, you didn't look too happy. A bit nervous, though, isn't it? Do you need an ear scratch, Diesel? You say, hold on, Diesel. Do you need an ear scratch? You're shaking your head. I think you might need an ear scratch. What about the other one? You need an ear scratch. I'm the one to come to. My hand's available. Hey, oh, you need ear scratches. Like, what are you supposed to do? I should ask them how far it is to the dam. I'll say, getting to the dam is not the destination. It's getting to the other side of it. This path's going to come up the top of the dam. If we want to get down to the bottom, it's down another hill. You're not going to touch it, like. But, do you know what? I haven't seen no signs for them. I see a big border up there in the hill. I didn't see no signs for them stone circling things when we come up. What's she slowing down for now? It's warm up here. It's not a very warm day. I think as they get to 16, 17. But you wouldn't want it any warmer. So I have a jumper on. Put a couple of layers on actually. But you can see the pups, they don't want it any warmer. See, I thought now we got down a wee path down that other side, if I remember rightly, and that's a nice wee path. It's not really tarmac road. I'm not 100% sure. But the only way we're going to get there is if we cross around this lake. If we want to cross around the lake and there's no path, oh, we're stuck there. You can't make out a trail from here. Them girls going down there, they haven't gone down the other side. I can't remember if I've ever walked down the other side. I remember crossing the water. I crossed the water with the walking group. That's why I'm sure it was here with the walking group. Crossed the water there. As you go back 20 years. When you get on up here, you're in the trees again. See them trees in the distance? You're walking, whenever you're up at the actual reservoir lake, you're back in the trees. It's not open like this. Look at the size of lid in that, boys, eh? You're going to need a right crane to lift that one off. Hey, you know that is so hot. That is lovely and warm there. So there's our pipes coming out of there. There's a spare piece over here. They've changed that. So there's like a wee overflow. There's a pipe close up. Reminds me of a bit of the one we've seen in Springwell Forest, where it's just a big on-off valve, you know. So that's the dimensions of the pipes there, like. Pretty heavy though. So was that wee bit of spare, or is that the one they took out? If you had lights in there, you could stick the GoPro and see what. Hello, hello. Not much of an echo, but you can see water comes out of there anyway. Type of overflow thing. That's a big drop there. Diesel, that's a big drop. Diesel, come on. Diesel, up. That's not too bad. Go on down, you okay, pet? You got a wee drink there now. Thought it was bigger than it was, the way it was reflecting. He's all mucked up now. If he wants to lie in, he can lie in it now. He's getting warm. Is it big enough, is it? Oh, look at him now lying down on it. Does that feel nice? Does that feel nice, Diesel? Luna's going down too. She wants a wee dip. Not too deep, Luna. You want to go in the water too? It's a bit mucky right enough. Why Diesel doesn't lie on you? You can't drink it now, pet. He's all mucked up. I've been interested, you know. If I left here now and I was to drive to Craigan Lake, Craigan Reservoir, what gets there first? Me and the car or the water in the pipe? He's lying in it now. We Lucy would have done that, you know. She'll lay down in the water. Cool off. What do you reckon, eh, Diesel? Can you get out of that hole now? I was just thinking the best if we walk back the way. What's the man now? Hold on, Diesel, round this way, Diesel. Well, I have to get him. Diesel, round this way. Diesel, up this way. Up. Diesel, down this way. You have to go back to get forward. Right, up this way now, pet. Up. Ah, boy. I'll pull you. Ah, there you go. I'm not putting up that big steep, but I hurt your wee legs. I guess you have to work as a team there, like. Takes a bit of effort there. He's tired getting up that bank. A bit of water in this here, is it? I'd definitely say come the autumn time when it's cloudy. That sun's getting the wee Diesel. This thing now is about 80 years old. I wonder how long it's going to last. I think when they built this thing, there's very few people had running water in the kitchens. They were still going outside to get water in a bucket from a tap. And now there's automatic washing machines and power washers. It's got a lot more work to do, hasn't it? He's walking up the wee stream now. I hope now when we get up here there's a wee sign telling us that if we walk another mile we get round this lake and come back down the other side. A wee useful sign. I'll tell you what I haven't seen here. I haven't seen a wee counter. Everywhere you go now they've got wee counters seeing how many people visit. I haven't seen a counter here. Maybe they might have one up. Oh no, Neil, don't go down, that's all mucky. No, Neil, come on, look at the shape of that muck. He wants to go into that there, like. I don't know what's on, come on. Don't go into that there, pet. No, but he's not in a puddle. You think he'll be happy now? Oh no. Wants to go into that in muck, let it slop. That's a good boy, Diesel. I'll let you go into the proper water. What kind of view have we down there? Tell you what, I don't see no path on the other side. There might not be a path on the other side. And this is hugging the water closely, I don't know. We're going to have to walk back down this again. I'm sure there's a path on the other side, but I don't remember nothing about it. I remember this tarmac road, maybe that's because of the drudgery of it. Just imagine now if you had a pile of tourists like Glenveigh National Park, they'd have a wee minibus up and down here. See if you had a wee minibus and a wee cafe and all, and a wee touristy thing. Oh, people will come for the wee run out and a wee cup of coffee. Wee bus will go up and down. Have a big signpost now from the new dual carriageway in Belfast. I should have brought my scooter up here today. I could have done it. Can't do it with diesel. If when I was here, I would do this on the scooter again next time. Oh, this is dodgy here now. Like, how are the pups supposed to get past this? Oh, see, Diesel hasn't got the intelligence. That's unbelievable. He doesn't have the intelligence. I can't believe that. All the pups wouldn't have went through it. Can you get through there, Diesel? Obviously, other dogs have gone through there. I can't believe, see, never seen a cattle grill. Now the dogs would never have walked on it. Luna's the first dog, the first pup that I've had who would do a cattle grill. But she's good at rock climbing. He hadn't a clue. He must never have seen one. I thought there were going to be some vet balls there, broken legs and things. I mean, imagine if he was running. The leg would go down and get broke. I have no idea. But on down they put a pedestrian gate next to the cattle grid. What's wrong with them there? There's a space there for pedestrians and somebody's come and put a fence up. Why not put a wee spring gate? What a cricket of that tree. Oh, it's got a bit of arthritis. See, like here now, that wee lane there might go round the bottom of the dam. Let's go up the top. So we need to walk around it, so we need to go up the top and round it. So here now we'll take a look and see if we can take a shortcut up the grass. Sure, we're not the first ones to take a shortcut up the grass. There's crash bars in front there for the maintenance boys. I might come up here and I want this day because of a bit of ice. And the wee van slides on. Need a wee crash bar from. No mobile phone signal, something goes wrong and someone gets hurt. There's no point in seeing the highest dam in Northern Ireland from the top. You only get a sense of height if you're at the bottom. I mean, about 3 miles up here, we're now doing a diversion, could be another half a mile, and then the walk around the top could be another 2-3 miles. It's adding up us here, 10-mile walk. No problem to do it. She's done 9 miles yesterday. We're going down the hill now just to go back. This is the highest dam in Northern Ireland. We're going to have to walk the highest hill height difference hill from the bottom to the top. We've got to come back up this hill and get back up the top. There's a crash bar up the top all the way over there. The nice is a wee shortcut, these steps or something. Ah, you never know. There's a nice wee bit of walk here now, like. You think you're in a forest park, this wee part. Pine trees, that's why. Right on the way up, it's oak trees. So why is the pine trees up here? Oh, that's what, it's going to the forest now. We've gone from Banagher Glen to Banagher Forest. So this is the start of Banagher Forest. This is why it's pine trees. There's actually fence posts in there for something. What the idea them was? Maybe just some type of marker. And they had left a concrete like. So they've been there before the forestry. There's a dam in front now. It's not actually pure, I imagine pure concrete in my head, you know. It's a banking. Like a bit concrete near the end, but I think it's still a pile of clay and all holding it up rather than just pure concrete and so on. It's not very wide. Then again, you need to be here in the winter time when that thing's full and all the water's spewing out of the bottom. Winter time's the time to come. But it's dark that early. It's dark at 4 o'clock. There's a wee lane over there, but that's not for us to walk. The road actually is, so the road actually goes down the other side for the workers. There's a crash bar the whole way around. So there'll be a wee gate there locked up for the workers to get round. There's not a drop coming out of it today. Actually, it's barely flowing. There's not a drop coming out of it. That's them boys filling up the swimming pools and them jacuzzis. They're using all the water. And because of them, I'm not able to see the water coming out. Some selfish people, these I'll tell you. Let the taps run where they brush their teeth and everything. There's a proper tunnel over there for the workers to get in. If I see it in this GoPro, I can't see it. Where's it? What am I looking at? Down the steps. There's a tunnel right about there. And that's going straight in. That's full height for a man to walk. You open up the 2 doors and you can walk under it. And that'd be brilliant getting in there. Something seeing James Bond, wouldn't it? There's the actual overflow. So that overflow wasn't always there. That was extended after they built the dam. So they must have had an overflow, but it wasn't big enough. Some boy said, "Hey boy, this is looking dodgy here." Just about, maybe that one, was it America somewhere? The overflow was too small. It took half, I thought the dam was going to fall, didn't it? Bad news for you boys and girls, you just can't walk on there. But you know what? I have not seen. Hold on, stay there, man, stay there. Stay there, stay there. And that'd be impressive seeing the water gushing over that, wouldn't it? I'll probably be long enough now. Oh, that there, boys, you can walk the whole way up there. Hey, there's not much keeping you out, is there? So there's the 2 gates going down in there. Just a wee padlock. There's a wee spillway over there. You think, is that what they had originally? That wee spillway. I say, hey boys, this is not going to be enough flood. A couple of vent holes up there as well. I'm tempted to walk up that, but I couldn't leave her. I thought I should break a wee heart if I went up there. But there'd been all a gate up there anyway. But nah. I'm not going to see nothing big up there. You won't even see the water. You need to be on the top of the wall. You can't even get to the top of the wall. There's a life ring over there at the far side. But there's air vents all along that wall. It must be hollow. He's right there, wee minute, boys and girls. Right there. Oh, I take a wee peek. too far to leave them. Still down there. Get the idea now, like. It's just banking and bankings of stones. It's mostly earth holding it back in the wall. But in all honesty now, there's not much security keeping me out, is there? Like, there's no warrant saying I'm going to be prosecuted. No graffiti or nothing here. Not walking the whole thing, just want to see what's here. So there's water coming out of them wee holes there at the top. Some size of spallway. I see them gates there now. That keeps me out. So, not doing much wrong being here. Water comes out of these wee ones here. Is that if the water just splashes against it or something? I don't know. That's about it there. Back down to my boys and girls now. I had to go down this hull up that lane and walk up here again, right? I think it's CCTV at the very top, it doesn't see me here. Big spallway. But the thing is, the water probably will never be, because it's so wide, the water won't gush down the way you think it is. It'll just trickle over like a stream. No weeds or nothing on them stones. There must be a weed colour on them. If you had trees not starting to grow now, the roots would make it weaker. You think the roots will make it stronger, but suppose the tree blows over, it pulls half of it up. Oh, I should have counted the steps. Somebody might want to know how many steps. I had to rewind the video, count them as I go up. Quite a lot. I don't mind steps. I can manage steps better than halls. I went to the gym for a wee while. Got a wee pass for the doctor, and the step climber would be my favourite. With all the equipment. All I thought was, how are you doing the step climber? Because that comes in handy. Why, pulling ropes, when do you ever need to be able to pull a rope in your life? I have my boys and girls. While training on the steps, there's a chance that could come in handy walking pubs. You know what? I have a wee treat for both of these now. Oh, you were very good. You were very good, so you were. Have I got treats now, have I? That's the thing. Have I got treats? I'm not going to make a habit of this now. Do you know what? Oh, I'll do that quick. I'll do that quick, so then. Aye. There's no shortcut, boys and girls. No shortcuts. Anybody coming down here, what I've done is just gone up them steps and climbed the wall of barrier. Aye, that's worth seeing. You think, but you see the amount of money spent on this concrete. Now, each metre, you have a charge per square foot. See that last wee bit of wall there? How much did they save by not doing that by concrete? Ah, I must have saved the whole thing. Probably a wee battery holder, another brilliant wee battery holder there. Got that on Amazon. Nice wee neat job to carry your batteries. I was saying there for the battery went gone, how much did they save by not doing away with that wee bit of wall there, making that reinforced concrete? They get a boy in like 1920s, like 1940s, whatever did they done it. Our boys are still able to build by stone back in them days. Some of them stones are pretty big too, like. You think, well, you're making all this concrete anyway, making another 3 metres for there. But I'm saying that, it's still there. The stone wall goes the whole way down. But you think the big high bit, they've just done up with concrete. No shortcuts, boys and girls. Now if that grass looked trampled down there, would somebody be walking up there, would they? Hey, look at that. Does that look like a shortcut there, does it? I think it might be, you know. Well, we'll try. I think that's a shortcut. If David can get up, we'll go up it. If not, we'll have to abandon it. Oh, up we go, Lynette. Oh, steps are so much easier. Oh, people have been huddling at this bit here, Pit. I reckon round where Luna is, Diesel. Up this way, up, Luna. You're on the right track. I'll give you a wee push. I would push you, but you're soaking wet. Up we go. Slip on. I'll put the lead in you now, Diesel. You can pull me up. Use it as an Austell rope. Ah, come on. Hey, the dam doesn't look that big, does it? Maybe when we're up the top and look at the concrete top of it and the water against it. Actually, one of them dam busters, boy, in Germany. Certainly in Germany, they were hydroelectric dams they were bombing. So they probably were a lot bigger than them. That's just a reservoir. German industry back then, boys, using hydroelectric power. Oh, Diesel, don't go down, Diesel, come on. You have to come back up again a second time. Come on, don't give up, you can do it. His ancestors come from Germany, don't they, Diesel? Diesel and all. They were German Shepherd. Shepherd. That's a proper breed. And once the war came along, you couldn't have nothing German. But I did, they like a wee bit of German technology, like, and they like the wee German Shepherd dog. So they had to call it Alsatian. 100% the same pup. But they had to get the German out of it. That's when the royal family, they had a German name. That's when they called themselves Windsors. I couldn't have nothing German. And BMWs, they were making planes for the Germans. Volkswagen. Hitler was trapping around on a wee Volkswagen. You're stuck, Luna. That wee legs are too short. Look at this, she's trying to get up. Those legs are too short. Whose idea was to come up here? These two lead me astray. The hills are alive with the sound of music. I'm puffed out. I've got a wee bottle of juice here, boys. I'm going to have to open it up at the top of this hill here. Getting dehydrated. There's water over there now. A lot smaller than I remember. See, I've seen a lot of big things since the last time I seen that. If I had the memory in my head, I would say it was twice. My memory has that twice the size it is. And my memory has the whole thing concrete, not stone. That's what happens in 15, 20 years. There's a bit of a wall there, we need to come out to up here. Come on now, Diesel. I'm not climbing over. It's going vertical here. Oh, there's wee cameras over there now. They didn't pick me up, did they? Ah, we see a wee blue light coming up now. There we go now. There's all the wee plaques over here now. Say what's what. It's not that much water, is it? Oh, sorry, Diesel. Oh, I better step up there, Rana. So I could have climbed that wee gate there. You see, it wasn't for them all two. I should have climbed that gate and called them two up, shouldn't I? So I think they deliberately left the wee gate there, knowing people going to climb it. They don't want wee wains there. They don't want to insure it. So they put a wee gate, knowing you're going to climb it, and then they put the big gate with a high fence, but you're definitely not allowed to go. And that's a wee bit of compromise there. See, when the old factory I used to work in, closed down, and I was kept on for 6 months to rid the factory out, and they're still out stocking on the warehouses and all. And I was told to count the stuff, put them in the piles, so they're going to be left. That's sold off to wholesalers and stuff. But there was that much thieving taking place that I would count the stuff, and the number would be different in the morning, like. So what I done then, didn't say nobody. I used my own initiative here. Now I've been told to count something here. If somebody comes and does something that's supposed to be so much on it, I want to be right, like. But nobody knew what quantity was there, so when I counted up a pallet and wrapped it up in shrink wrap, I'd leave 1 or 2 wee boxes beside it. And one of the boys says to me, he says, "You forgot about them 2 boxes." I says, "I haven't. That's for the ones that's doing the thieving, like, leave my pallet alone." And he laughed, like. But that's the only way, because the thing was disappearing. That's the same idea here. They're trying to keep people away from this dam. So they put a wee gate on, because they know people can climb the wee gate. And the people who stole them couple of wee boxes, they were happy. They left the pallet alone. I was happy climbing the wee gate, and I left the high gate alone. Same principle, just human behaviour. There's a dam now. That's all your statistics. It's cool. Kind of wind up here, boys, isn't there? Kind of wind up here now. Department of Environment for Northern Ireland Water Service. Renovation works to the dam were completed in July 1987. The works comprised of improvements to the foundations. And that's how they make it. Dungiven wants to get in touch with the boys done this work. Rockfill supporting beams. You know what? But that could have been originally a whole concrete dam. Rockfill is what was done. Hold on, what, 1987? So I reckon when they first opened that, they wouldn't have had all them rocks. That's the original dam was a wee bit dodgy because of the foundations. It was looking a bit dodgy, so we put an extra wee bit of support on it. So it'll be interesting to see an original picture of it. Them wee drain holes I've seen there, that's the walkway along the top of the wall. You see the walkway where people walk? Any rainwater goes in there, it runs out of them holes. That's all it does. There's no water from the dam gets it. City of Londonderry. Somebody tried to destroy the London and Londonderry, like. Opened by His Grace the Duke of Banagher. He's up in Drum Manor. He's a long way from here, so he is. Governor of Northern Ireland. That must be his father. 1935. Anyway, the Duke of Banagher, up in Abercorn Square in Staban. Staban was all their land at one time. They gave up the land for Staban Canal. They owned a big pile of land. And your man today still goes over to Buckingham Palace and all. He takes part in tripping the car and all that kind of stuff, you know. I know them personally. This tower directed to commemorate the works of M.A. Robinson, city engineer of Londonderry, 1909-1929, to whom foresight and the initiative of the Banagher Waterworks scheme was. It's done well in my signs, haven't it, for the time that's been there. That's lying open there, like. That's lying open. Come on, boys and girls, come on. It's lying open. What do they expect us to do, like? No swimming, all the rest. They allow you in here. I'll keep out, didn't see that, but. So there's the overflow now. So right bit to go before it overflows, hasn't it? No, maybe not a foot. Another foot's just out the overflow. Oh, they love engineering. These two love engineering. Look at them, look at the excitement. Hey, can you imagine we deal doing security here? Hey, he could be walking back and forth. Just imagine now a boy in a German uniform and we diesel walking beside him. You can make a war movie. You can make a war movie here, so you could. We diesel walking beside him. You get more views than you will in my videos. If you had that there. Oh, Luna could fit down that hole there. Don't you go in, Luna, don't you go in that hole. See, you know what, but you see that overflow? That's more impressive than the dam. So that's the bit they renovated. There's some structure to that, isn't there? So there's the walkway now over the wee dam itself. It's not very wide, is it? But when you walk it, I don't think walking the dam is much good. You won't get nothing from walking it. You want to get walking inside it. That'll be the exciting part. There's a wee chain along the top of that. I reckon that wee chain, in case somebody falls in the water, they can grab a hold of that chain instead of falling over. I would say that's all that's there for, a wee safety thing. So after somebody falls in, they can hold on to it until somebody comes to pull them out. That'd be a bit of a hassle, wouldn't it? Luna! Diesel! Somebody's removed the fence. Luna! Luna! Up! Diesel! Up! Diesel! Diesel! Up! Up! Somebody's removed the fence. Come on, up! Now that deep part there. It's a fence panel missing. There's that green link, right? Green fence in there, so they have. Ah, too dangerous there, pet. When you got heavy rain, you need to come here the day after. You need to come here 12 minutes after, or 12 hours after heavy rain, when all the waters from the hills have reached this place. Then gushing over. More bus right now, boys and girls. Not like a wee bit of engineering, eh? Oh, you're enjoying that. You are enjoying your engineering experience. Now we're cut up a hill, we were scorched with the sun. I think it's going to rain now. It's going to piss on us now, there's no shelter like. Raindrops are starting to come down. That's the thing about nature. Doesn't play fair at times.